Okay. This is 29th of January. This is Fox News. And this is my third video, if I get it on YouTube. But I was listening to Hannity last night, and I hope our seniors were tuned in. I say to myself, as I listened to Mr. Hannity last night, right. Anyway, we got this Holden guy on right now. Talking about something. And here's Mr. Hannity. Well, I look better, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, this is a black hat. So I'm going to lower down because they got Miss Clinton on it. No, I'm not going to either. I'm going to make a comment on this. Miss Clinton, you can listen to this guy. I don't know what's going on there.
Left. Half of them were registered lobbyists.
Lobbyists.
They're not capable of doing anything else.
That was on the Hannity.
Capable of doing? Well, it may be all they're capable of doing, or it's probably the most lucrative thing that they could do. And the reality is that it becomes very seductive in Washington, D.C., and they accept it because everybody else is doing it. And that's really the sad reality. So it's a massive cultural problem in Washington. But you talk about an aristocracy, a political class that exists here. So for all intent and purposes, you're dealing with people that are living up the public dole, taxpayers connected in some way, shape, matter, or form, and are never called out on it. Worse than taxpayers is $2.2 trillion of tax revenues. They have the arrogance to borrow the rest, continue to borrow it, not work at all about shrinking government or cutting budgets, while their entire families are benefiting from that. That's when we talk about the permanent political class. That's why we look at incentives. You ever walk on Wall Street, you always look at where are the incentives? Where are the incentives in the end? Follow the money, Steve. Follow the money. Exactly. Here, if you follow it, you see why there's no incentive to cut budget, there's no incentive to really shrink the federal government, because this permanent political class of both political parties is benefiting. Real quick, did you find people in your investigation that actually do the right thing? People that have higher standards, or there are a few. There are a few. Yeah, but really you're instilling confidence. There are a few, Sean, and the reality is it's very hard for those individuals to rise in seniority in either party because the horse trading and benefiting of family members that takes place.
We look at a horse trading,
what helps you gain in seniority and climb in leadership. It's systemic.
But anyway, those are my grandchildren.
It's systemic. That's why it's the boom town. That's why they're living high on the hog and the rest of the country suffer. Yes, sir. All right, we've got to take a break. We'll come back a lot more on our special. And coming up,
I'm going to speed you up a little, Mr. Hannity. You don't mind, do you? I think. Let me see. Well, no, we don't want to do that.
$100,000 a day just to try and influence the U.S. government.
Oh,
well, that is the amount that one company spent in 2010, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, there's
big
my
time.
grandchildren from Delaware. Ooh. And so that's why I'm concerned about
they always make movies out of wars for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I come not to bring peace, but the sword. He did a hell of a job.
Who's that, Obama?
Whatever else the Heinz company makes.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know what he's got to do with the operations of that place. Besides that, you know he's going to be confirmed a billionaire can buy a lot of votes. I'm watching Syria. Shoot missiles.
Syria. Oh, them people crazy. Look, I got to turn you off a minute.
2012.